AI made it so easy to build hi-fi prototypes that teams stopped wireframing. And that's why I think so many AI-built products feel off. They're missing the deep UX thinking that happens when you slow down and map out the flow. I'm here to advocate for bringing wireframes back, but not in Figma and not static. I'm going to show you how to build a functional prototype with Claude Code directly in your code base in 20 minutes. This becomes the foundation. You can iterate on it, refine the UX, and when you're ready, go hi-fi. You're not starting over. You're building on top of the foundation. A wireframe is supposed to validate structure and flow before you design, right? But it's usually static, done as a sketch or in Figma, and your team has to imagine actually clicking through. What if instead of pushing pixels, you built something your team could actually test and in 20 minutes? Let me show you. So I'm going to be using cal.com as an example. It is an open source calendar application. I'm at the stage where I've already gone through my PRD. I've done the research in ChatGPT and Claude. I have worked with my team and we've put together a user flow. Now I need to start wireframing on top of the user flow that I built. Okay, so here I am. I'm in my project. My server started. My Figma MCP is connected. That's what I've been doing here. And I am in a branch called onboarding. That's what we're going to be working on. So here is my user flow. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple standard sign up flow that will be wireframing today. What I want to do now is I want to take this. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to go into my Claude Code. Can you see this Figma selection? Perfect. So it sees my flow. Okay, so here's my prompt. You are a world-class product designer. I want to create a wireframe off of this user flow for the onboarding to cal.com. I want it to be simple and straightforward and also built with just the idea that I will continue to iterate on top of this wireframe to get the final output. Can you make sure this wireframe feels like a wireframe? I do not want too many details, just something clickable to validate the structure of the flow. And then the most important line, first, let's start in planning mode. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I am now a big proponent of planning mode. When I use planning mode, it acts as like my CTO or my co-founder, and it's able to ask a bunch of questions, and I can go back and forth and I can make sure that what we're actually building from the onset is correct. Also, while this is running, maybe a little bit about me. So I am Diane. I'm the co-founder of the design project. And today we are working with over 50 B2B SaaS companies to ship products faster with AI. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about how we are able to do that with teams, please reach out. I'll put my contact info in the description. Okay, so it's asking me about the location. I do want it to use the existing components, so I'm going to keep it here inside cal.com. Style. I love this. I actually think I want to do low fidelity with cal.com colors. This is also a really good option, which I've done, which is classic, so no one can miss it. But let's test it with this one and see what happens. Click through navigation only. Yes, so I've gone back and forth on this for some, but for this one, let's just do click through navigation only. Submit. Okay, so let's go back and see what it's saying here. It's telling me exactly what it's going to do. Create the files, wireframe view component, the steps that I've defined in the user flow I shared with it, the visual style, navigation, logic, decision points, rule selection. Right, so this is actually something I probably didn't put in the user flow, but important. So it's pulling that because it understands the different users. Invite team. Okay, so I'm going to say, yes, clear context and auto accept edits. Okay, looks like it's created the clickable wireframe. Let's see what it's done. So create your account, continue. What best describes you? Individual, team, organization. Connect your calendar, or you can skip for now. Select your availability. This one, I think it needs a little bit more logic here. So I'm actually going to prompt it to set your availability, but let's keep going. Create your verse event type. 15. So this is really cool. Something that I wanted to do in all onboarding is they just get started and create things immediately. Continue. Invite your team. Let's skip for now. Your dashboard is ready. Okay, I don't love this either. You're all set. So I think the one I need to spend a little bit more time on is set your availability. Overall, great for quick approval. I need more 30 on the can we pull existing keep it in wireframe. Another side note here is I think a lot of teams are building really fast prototypes to validate ideas, and I think it's great. And this is definitely a version of that. I do think that the value of showing a wireframe and kind of removing all the noise is also super valuable instead of users being like, hey, I like how this looks, or things like V0 and Lovable, they output, it feels really polished. And so I think there is a level of wireframe being less polished so you can actually validate a flow instead of getting so caught up in like the details of things. So a suggestion I have is to kind of bring back that wireframe because it's so easy and quick to build on top of it. But if you don't have the foundation in a lot of these products, as I'm sure a lot of you are learning, is when you start using them, that they feel very AI. So I think it's that upfront like research and wireframe and building out that doesn't take that much extra time, but I think it's super valuable to be able to do. And I think now with AI, we're like, oh, let's just get to the end result, and we kind of miss some of those middle steps. So I'm advocating for bringing back the wireframe and how you can do it directly in code. Okay, so here we go. Okay, still funky, but that's okay. This is just a wireframe. I think that this makes way more sense. So you would continue, set your availability. So now it's pulling directly from what already exists. Okay, so I don't like your dashboard is ready. I don't think that's part of the flow that we defined. Oh, it says dashboard. Okay, so this is actually great. I should have rethought my user flow a little bit. I don't think it should say this. I think it should say, okay, your dashboard is ready. It should show that the first calendar is ready and set up, and then user can click into see full dashboard. Okay, perfect. So this is great. It's going to change how I'm thinking about it. I obviously didn't think deep enough about what this would look like, but when I show it in a wireframe, it helps me visualize, as all of you know who have done wireframes in the past. Perfect. Yay, this is so much better. Then you can go to the dashboard. You can remove. So I'm giving you a walkthrough of how I think about it and diving into deep detail here. But let's remove this. So the other big thing is now that I'm seeing it, it feels like the steps are long. So I wonder if we have a calendar. Oh, it's working on it right now. I'm messing up. Wondering if we can simplify. So I think that would be the next thing that I do is now that I understand the steps and it's coming to life, I would want to simplify it a little bit. And then let's wait to see this and then we can chat through what's next. Okay, so actually ignore that talking I did. I'm just going to talk now. Okay, so now that I've gotten through and I'm seeing it come to life more, I'm realizing that there's too many steps. And a pattern that I've been seeing a lot is chat-based onboarding. So I have this idea. I want to ask okay, this is a great option. I want another option for onboarding using these steps. But what if it is chat-based instead of this traditional walkthrough? Can you help with this concept? Let's start in planning mode. So you see here, it's going to look for existing conversational chat-like patterns in the code base. This isn't my product, it's cal.com, so I haven't seen any chat base, but I'm wondering if there's something that I haven't seen that they can pull from. So it says that it doesn't have anything existing, but it has solid building blocks. So let's design a chat-based onboarding concept. Okay, it has a quick few questions for me. Should users be able to type free-form responses or only use quick? I think that there might be an option for both. Yes, this is a good question. Should the components like availability picker appear inline in chat or slide up panel? I'm curious what inline in chat would look like. I think it should fade old messages. I think that's something that I'm thinking more about in all these chat-based, especially onboarding. I don't think you need to scroll up to see everything that's happening before. Those are good questions though. Okay, here's the plan. I always like to read through just to make sure I fully understand what it wants and we're on the same page. Goal, create an alternative conversational concept. Instead of clicking through cards, using interactive with Cal, an AI assistant that guides them through the setup. Conversation flow. Welcome, I'm Cal, your scheduling assistant. Let's get you set up in just a few minutes. First, what's your email? Okay. Yeah, something like this. Honestly, I think we could have more of a personality and voice at some point. That would be a later stage, but this is exciting. UI components, layout, message types, bot message. Right. Okay. Visual. Chat bubbles. Make it feel like it's from Cal. Interaction patterns, quick reply. Clicks an option, right? If they need to ask about details, bot asks about availability, which cards appear. This is what I'm curious to see. This makes sense, but I'm curious to see how it actually shows up. Okay. Perfect. Traditional versus chat. Okay, this is what we already did. Let's see this version. Friendly, personal, natural. Okay, yeah, let's do it. And I'm accepting all of this, but there are many times where I read the plan and I go back and forth and I say, no, this doesn't make sense. So I think something that also keeps happening a lot in building with AI is you just let AI decide for you, but really the expert is you. So read through, and I don't have as strong opinions because I'm building like something quick on top of cal.com, but if it was my product, I would really spend time answering those questions and going back and forth before I land on this final answer of what makes sense, and then we can go into the execution. Okay, it looks like it's done. Features, let's test out option 2. Okay. Definitely more chat-based, which is cool. Perfect. So there's definitely some steps here that we would need to include, like the actual going and connecting Google. But I like this flow. Colors are off. But this is cool. Look, it just put the widget directly in here. I like this a lot. This one feels weird. I would go back and forth. I think it should ask me what I want to do. You suggested. I don't want to use username. Almost done. Let's skip for now. Yay, so there it is. And then I can go to the dashboard from here. I like this a lot. It feels way less intimidating than going through the 10 steps. So look, I have 2 wireframe options I can send to the team, get feedback, and then we can keep iterating. And what's important is because this wireframe prototype is already in the code base, when I go to the next steps, I can just iterate on here and it's going to continue to build it. So it's just like basically Figma, I guess. You have your wireframe and then you take your wireframe and you build the UI. now I can literally take this, I can start building the UI. I can say, hey, here's the UI, plug it into one. And once it plugs it into one and I'm using the component library, then I can say apply it to the whole page, to all of the steps, and it's going to do it. So it's just streamlining the whole product process and making everything so much faster. And again, this is a huge push for don't forget that wireframe stage, because I think there's some key components that we need to think through that are way easier at this stage than when you get to the final, just building products in general. That's my 2 cents. So the traditional process takes weeks, right? Maybe a month to do a feature. A wireframe would take a week. This literally took 20 minutes and I have 2 wireframes to put in front of people. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe so I can continue to make content like this for you. I'm putting videos out weekly on how product teams can scale faster with AI. Thank you so much and see you in the next one.